V2 Writing Model is out now. Check out Isekaigen at www.isekaigen.com. I always keep recommending high school anime, so why don't we step things up for a bit? Besides, all you guys who were here in high school when I started this channel must be in college by now. So here are 10 college romance anime you must watch. Let's go. Number 10, Ride Your Wave.
今度興味あれば乗ってみませんか？波に。もうやられてますかね？
Hinako Mukamizu is all about the surf and the sea, living carefree in a seaside town while barely thinking about the future. But when her apartment burns down in a fireworks accident, she's saved by Minato, a firefighter who's fascinated by her surfing skills. Hinako teaches Minato to surf, but things don't last long when a surfing accident shakes Hinako's world. Now she's forced to rethink her past.
何かあってもひなげし、湊さんと一緒だと助けてもらえそう。
うん、ずっと助けるよ。必ず。
This film nails the feeling of being lost and trying to find your way, which hits hard if you've ever faced uncertainty. I also felt like this was a pretty good theme to explore through a movie rather than the usual teenage love drama we explore. Since this is a movie, the art is a standout, and the animation pretty much makes everything alive. This happens in college, so the characters are pretty mature too. Number 9, Rent a Girlfriend.
こんなところで大声出してみんな見てるじゃない。だいたいさっきから何？虚しくないとか聞いてきたり、他人でしょとか言って。バカなの？レンタル彼女だっつってんじゃん。そういう約束じゃん。
Kazuya Kinoshita's love life takes a hard left when his cheerful girlfriend, Mami, dumps him out of nowhere. Heartbroken and clueless, he hires a rental girlfriend, Chizuru Mizuhara, who seems perfect at first with her looks and charm. Their first date doesn't really go well, but surprise, surprise, Kazuya soon finds out she lives next door and attends the same university as him.
この病院に。レンタル彼女のことはおばあちゃんには話してないの。
それってなんかいろいろまずくね。
だからやばいって言ってるでしょ。とにかくここから出なきゃ。
At this point, there isn't much good to say about Rent-A-Girlfriend, but the reason the manga has 400 chapters and a decent fanbase is because it does something right, and I believe that something is the girls. Despite the main character being really bad, the female cast actually holds it together. Let's just say this anime is like burnt food. You can eat it, and at the end of the day, your mouth tastes bitter, but your stomach is full. I really don't know any other way to give a review about this anime. Number 8, Nodame Cantabile.
思い出した。千秋先輩。
Shinichi Chayaki is an amazing musician in his 4th year of university who dreams of playing in Europe's top orchestras. But there's one huge problem. He's scared of flying. Stuck in Japan, his world flips upside down when he meets Nodame, a quirky piano genius with a messy life and a giant harp. Somehow, Nodame falls completely for Shinichi, and that kicks off some really awkward musical moments.
どうしてこんなめちゃくちゃに。楽譜見てねえじゃねえか。野田くんは耳で覚えられるから楽譜見ながら弾く習慣がないんだよね。
Hold up. When you see a musician couple with a piano and violin, you get instant PTSD. But don't worry, this anime actually has a happy ending. And it also has more than one season, which makes it perfect for binge watching. The couple also has funny and quirky moments as well as some really great chemistry, so you won't regret watching this. Number 7, A Sign of Affection.
口の動き読める？読めない？
近い。
そういうことか。さっきの人、日本語、ペラペラ。
そうだったんだ。
Yuki Itose is a hearing-impaired college student who keeps things simple. School, her best friend Rin, and writing notes to get by. Then she meets Itsunomi Nagi, a multilingual traveler and Rin's friend who doesn't make a big deal about her hearing. Spending time with him slowly opens her up, and together they start a sweet, easygoing romance while seeing the world in a whole new way.
バイク、びっくりした。
What I loved most was how the show handled communication and the theme of helping someone come out of her shell. For me, something like this is miles better than a regular shoujo anime with a creepy guy and a way too innocent girl. Yuki and Itsumi click perfectly, and his curious, friendly personality helps her step out of her shell. The animation's also cozy and bright, which pretty much makes this one of my favorite shoujo anime of all time. Number 6, Remake of Our Life.
部長
何？私サークルとか入ってないんだけど。
ごめんなさい。
Koyoya Hashiba hits a rough patch at 28. He quits his office job to chase his dream in video games, only to lose his internship and end up back at his parents' place. Then, out of nowhere, he wakes up 10 years in the past with a second chance at life. This time, he skips the whole corporate grind and jumps into art school, meeting the future stars of the Platinum generation.
うわ
朝になったと。
I always love some time traveling anime, and even though this doesn't dive into time travel like Steins Gate does, this is pretty fun still, especially if you like stories about creative people trying to make it big. The cast of characters also click really well, and Koyoya is that glue that holds them together, keeping things interesting. Some of the later plot twists get a little wild and fast, but the peek into video game design and Japanese work culture makes this totally worth it. Number 5, Eden of the East.
君、いつ日本に帰るの？
今から帰るんですけど。
本当？だったら一緒に帰ろうよ。
ちょっと私。
On November 22nd, 2010, Japan got hit by a weird missile called Careless Monday because the terrorists sucked at naming stuff. Nobody got hurt, but everyone freaked out a little. A few months later, college student Saki Morimi is on a trip to America when she meets Akira Takazawa, a super cheerful, totally naked guy with no memory and a phone loaded with 8.2 billion yen. Just when Saki thinks things can't get any worse, they're pulled into this weird mystery that couldn't even get them killed.
Takizawa-kun! 滝沢君ってもしかしたら私の王子さん。
Now, this is how you do a thriller anime, right? There is a twist at every corner, and all of this leads to the central plot that hits you right in your face at the end. The characters are pretty fun too. Akira's hilarious and mysterious at the same time, and Saki perfectly contrasts this personality. There are 3 seasons, and the romance is also slowly developed over time, so give this a go. Number 4, The Tatami Galaxy.
心配するな。どうせ地球は丸いのだ。いつかまた会える。なんなら私が探してあげてもいい。
それより猫ラーメンに連れて行ってください。
そんなことなら。
約束ですよ。
Tatami Galaxy is one weird show from start to finish. It kicks off in a super strange way and never really stops being that way. It's about this guy who wastes his first 2 years of college trying to ruin other people's relationships. Karma smacks him right back, and surprise, he's still single after all that. Things get even weirder when he meets a dude with an eggplant-shaped head. After that encounter, he somehow ends up going back in time to his very first year on campus.
彼女工学部だからバードマンの設計やってるんじゃないかな。
おい、今日はやめにしないか。
Watching the Tatami Galaxy is like being binge reading on your own daydreams with a twist of surreal humor. But what really hooked me here was the characters. All the characters are memorably quirky, especially Ozu, who's both a pain and a weirdly essential sidekick. The storytelling's like a puzzle. You start piecing together each episode's events until everything clicks by the end. And don't worry, there's a nice college love story amidst all of this too. Number 3, Josie, the Tiger and the Fish.
何すんだ。
変態。
え？
ベタベタ触りよってこの変態。
Tsuneo Suzukawa is just your average university student juggling part-time jobs to chase his dream of studying marine biology abroad. One night, he bumps into Josie, a wheelchair-bound girl with a prickly attitude. By prickly attitude, I mean she's a tsundere. Now, Tsueno is forced to be her caretaker, but little by little, he understands her more, and soon he realizes her dream is to explore the wide world without being stuck at home.
前が取ったの？
うねりのせいでライトに当たってくれなくて。帰る。
来たばっかじゃん。ジョセ、
This is like a perfectly crafted mix of heartbreak and hope. Don't worry, it doesn't have a sad ending, so you don't need to keep your tissue box usually by your side. Anime really knows how to do tsunderes right, and Josie went from annoying tsundere to one of my favorite characters. This is also a movie, which means you can finish this up in one sitting. If you want to see a slowly blossoming love story, some great character development, and moments that'll make you cry like an infant, then give this one a go. Number 2, Mason Ikoku.
だから模試が
腰がどうかしましたか？
模擬試験があるんじゃないんですか？
君、管理人さんのお色を見て何を考え込んでいたんですか？
Wait a minute, what's this really old anime doing at number 2? Well, for one, it's written by Rumiko Takahashi, my favorite mangaka, and 2, that's one of the best college guy adult girl romances I've ever seen. This happens in a noisy old boarding house called Mason Ikoku, where Yusaku Godai wants to move out since the tenants are annoying. That's until the new manager, Koyoko Otonashi, shows up and completely flips his plans. Godai falls for her instantly, but Koyoko's still trying to move on from her late husband.
こちら一国間では
Watching Mason Ikoku feels like hanging out in a slightly broken but super lovable world. Godai's the kind of guy you just want to cheer for, and Koyoko stands out from your typical love interest since she already has a tragic past. The show is full of hilarious mix-ups, noisy tenants, and moments that hit right in the heart. If you want a rom-com with adult characters and some really great romance, this is for you. Number 1, Golden Time.
おめでとう
Banri Tada starts over in Tokyo after a crazy accident erases all his memories. With nothing from his past to hold on to, he jumps into college life, makes friends with Mitsuo, and meets the fiery Kooko Kaga with wild energy turning everything upside down. Little by little, he tries to regain his memories, all the while trying to figure out the energetic Koyoko Kaga.
何？
ごめんなさい返すの忘れちゃったありがとうこれからもよろしくね
Golden Time is written by the same person who did Toradora, but that's not the reason why I like it. Golden Time isn't just a cute love story. It's about people messing up, learning, and dealing with life's awkward stuff. Since this happens in college, you don't get the usual high school drama, and the characters also feel way more mature than the average high school senpai. So if you want a college romance done right, then give this one a go, because it's totally worth it.